Hello friends, this is the Sun Woman and welcome to my Holistic Tarot. These are your universal messages for the sun and rising sign of Aquarius. These messages could resonate with your moon sign. You'll know if the message resonates with you. We're looking at what may be coming in for you for the next 30 days during the new moon cycle in Leo, your opposite sign of Leo. So that is going to be starting on the eclipse on August 21st through to September 19th, that 30-day cycle. So the moon in Leo is going to be falling in your 7th house of partners. So that is going to be significant for you, partnerships, whatever you might be in, whether it is a committed partnership like a marriage or long-term relationship. That is going to be highlighted here. So these are general messages. If you want a private reading, a personal reading, please contact me at the link in the information box below this video. So let's see what's going on for Aquarius for the next 30-day cycle. What's going on for Aquarius, Spirit? Aquarius for this new moon eclipse in the sign of Leo. I've already pre-shuffled the cards. I'm going to cut them and see what's going on for Aquarius, the water bearer. All right, I'm using the Golden Tarot, and I'm going to be clarifying with the Golden Tarot and then doing a healing card, oracle card with the Tao Oracle. So in the distant past, we have the Ten of Wands. In the recent past, we have the Ten of Cups and the Eight of Wands. Wow, beautiful cards coming up, Aquarius. We have the Four of Wands starting in the next 2 weeks with the Knight of Cups and the Eight of Swords. We have the Moon toward the end of the cycle with the Ace of Cups. Wow. And the Six of Swords. Well, looks like, Aquarius, I have to tell you, you have received the best reading so far. So looks like Aquarius has a big eclipse season coming ahead with this eclipse in the opposite sign of Leo. So let's go. Let's see what we're talking about here. In the distant past, you've been under a lot of pressure, Aquarius. You've had to handle some very heavy responsibilities, some very heavy burdens. The dominant suit here is, it looks like 1, 2, 3 cups, 2 wands, and 2 swords. I'm sorry, 3 cups and 3 wands. So change and a lot of movement, instability as far as your emotional life seems to be the theme here. And again, you have the Queen of Cups here, so there could be the influence of a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio in your life, male or female. So we're talking about energy here. But this person is a very loving energy, and it's a really good indicator that this is someone who is emotionally attached to you, emotionally supportive of you, who kind of wears his or her heart on their sleeve. It could be someone who is a poet, a musician, a writer, someone who is in the arts, who really has a cup of love to pour out for you. So that is who is at the base of this reading for you. All right, Aquarius. Now, with the Ten of Wands in the distant past, we're talking about maybe the last year. It could be years, could be, or it could be months. You've carried a lot of weight. Maybe you've had to deal with situations that have tested you, that have tested your endurance and tested your patience, tested your strength. And wow, it looks like you have been successful and victorious in carrying that weight and carrying those burdens to the point where you're done. It's like you did it. You carried all of that, those staffs through the desert, and you've carried them home. And now, in the recent past, you have the Ten of Cups and the Eight of Wands, which means immediate, very fast, powerful progress toward your heart's desire here, which is represented by the Ten of Cups. So this could mean that what I'm getting here is that you may have had to wait a long time for love to come. Or you may have had to wait a long time for a specific person. Perhaps it's this Queen of Cups energy. But you did it. And now you should have seen in, say, the last few months, 6 months, 3 months, or the last month, prior to this period of the new moon, some incredible progress toward that fulfillment, toward that emotional fulfillment. Some of you may have received an offer for marriage. Some of you may be moving in with the person that you're in love with. Some of you have maybe just received a promise of love from this person and have decided to start a family. Some of you may have recently had a child, again, or gotten married, or whatever it is. There's been quick, fast progress toward this desired outcome, this emotional outcome. And if if this resonates for you, you may be sitting here not believing your eyes or your heart, or you may be doubting the situation. But my advice to you is don't doubt it, Aquarius, because you've been through a lot. You have, carried a lot of burden and gone through a lot of stuff in order to get to this place. And there have been times when you wanted to give up. There have been times when you've wanted to lay down that burden, whatever it is. When you've thought, I'll never make it, or I'll never get to that side, that love that I'm hoping for, that I'm craving for. I'm getting the number 10 here significant. You may have waited 10 years for someone, or 10 months, okay? But whatever the case, it looks like you are here crowned by the Knight of Cups. So someone is offering their cup of love to you. Again, this is water sign energy, and it's interesting. Right before this reading, I did Pisces, and Pisces was in the same position. So you may want to listen to the Pisces video, watch the Pisces video. You have on you in this area, which rules the first 2 weeks of this lunar cycle. The first 2 weeks after August 21st, you have the Knight of Cups, the Four of Wands, and the Eight of Swords. So what I want to say to you initially is that these are beautiful cards, the Four of Wands and the Knight of Cups. But what's this Eight of Swords here for? Well, I'll tell you. The Eight of Swords says that you may perceive yourself as still having limitations, or still being restricted or bound, away from this goal, or this person, or this relationship goal. But whatever you perceive as obstacles are only your perceptions. They don't exist. It's in your mind, okay? So if you have been making progress in a relationship situation, it is on that trajectory that you want it to go. Don't see anything or anyone as an obstacle to your connection with the person that you love. Those obstacles are gone, okay? That's at the base of what you're thinking or feeling here. You have the ability to release yourself through your own thoughts. These are your thoughts holding you captive, nothing more, okay? With the Ace of Swords, you have 5 swords behind you and 3 in front of you. You can, you're free to go left and right. If you feel like you can't move forward, then go to the right, go to the left. You may perceive obstacles as moving forward, but it doesn't mean you can't go around that obstacle, those swords. Go around them is my advice. But before you do that, remove your blindfold and remove those very loose chains that are around you, because your hands are free and your legs and your feet are free for you to move around left and right to surmount the mountains that you may perceive in front of you, okay? They really don't exist. They're in your mind. You are in Four of Wands energy right now, which means the beginning of a relationship. It means a deeper commitment. It means moving on to a stronger, more powerful relationship with someone. It could mean marriage. It could mean moving in with someone. It could mean, a new home, starting a family. It could be a celebration, okay, an engagement, or just having a good time together, celebrating, going out, going to parties, being seen together, being seen as a couple. And that is directly related to this Knight of Cups, who, again, it seems like this Knight of Cups has traveled over some choppy waters. So the object of your love here, the object of your affections, he or she has been through some stuff, okay? You have, but they have also been through it. They have made a very long journey to get to this point of being able to offer you their cup. And despite the heartache or sadness or turbulence or, difficulties that they've crossed over and surmounted emotionally in their life, they still have a full cup of love to offer you. Okay? Look at that. There they are, holding a full cup of love for you on their white steed, triumphantly reaching the shore, and above them there's an angel, okay, which means that this situation is blessed. This cup of love, this love connection, this heart connection, it is blessed by angelic influences, angelic beings, okay? So you have surmounted your own obstacles, they have surmounted theirs, and now you can live within this Four of Wands, Ten of Cups energy together, moving forward. You're going to see that manifesting within the next 2 weeks. All right? Now, toward the third to fourth week of the cycle, beginning of September, to the second week of September, you have the Moon and the Ace of Cups. Now, the Moon, can indicate a lot of different things, but for me, the Moon is seeing through illusion, okay? Becoming clear, gaining clarity, something being revealed to you, an emotional situation, the veil, you being able to see behind the veil of what was hidden from you. So I do feel that within the next 2 to 3 weeks, truth is going to be revealed to you that is going to allow you to see this new beginning of love. All right? Here again is an angel offering you this cup of love. So that is the new beginnings, a new relationship, new love being offered to you, a blessing of love being brought to you. The dove is above the angel there, which represents peace. So, having gone through all the difficulties that you've gone through, and maybe you've had to weed out people who were not for you, or enemies, or who didn't have your best interest at heart. Perhaps both of you have had to deal with that. But the truth is being revealed to you, and you're being asked to use your intuition to follow that, the images, the messages that are coming to you through your intuition and through your higher mind, through your dreams. Something is going to happen, or you are going to dream about something that looks like it is actually going to manifest. So you may be having a dream of love that actually comes true. Okay, so when you wake up in the morning, keep your phone nearby, or keep a pad and a pen nearby so that you can jot down what you just dreamt of, because there is a message coming to you through your dreams within the next 2 to 3 weeks. All right, so that Moon in this situation with all of these beautiful cards surrounding you, that Moon for me represents clarity. It represents understanding, seeing beyond the veil. And with the Moon so prevalent here in the near future, that is direct connection to this eclipse that's going to eclipse away the confusion that you may have been experiencing. It's going to eclipse out of your life what was illusion, and allow you to see clearly, what you have before you, what the truth is. You may understand why it took so long for this connection to come to fruition. why it took so long, why you had to travel this path for so long and go through the difficulties and the burdens and carry the weight of responsibility. I feel like all of that is going to come to an understanding for you, where you're going to have that aha moment, Aquarius, and say, okay, now I understand why we went through these trials and tribulations, emotionally or in our lives, so that we could come to this peak experience of love, which is indicated here by the Ten of Cups, the Four of Wands, and the Ace of Cups. I mean, how beautiful is this? So many of my Aquarians have been through so much. As an Aquarian, I can attest to that as well on a personal level. Okay? So this is a wonderful revelation that, what we've been through, what we've experienced, we're going to have a better understanding, and the reward is going to come about. All right? So, and now in the outcome here, toward that third week of September, right before the next new moon, around September 19th, I feel like there is going to be a final moving away from difficulties, okay? A final moving toward your goal with someone, with a loved one. Some of you may be traveling. Some of you may be moving with someone, traveling with someone. Maybe you'll go on vacation, or maybe you will decide that you guys are going to move away from where you were, from all that difficulty and that stress and the people and situations that, had you bound. There is a sigh of relief that I'm getting here that you're going to be experiencing. So it could be a physical journey, or it can just be an emotional journey toward calmer shores, toward peace, toward a better understanding, and being able to now sit down and come up with a plan for the future. With the Six of Swords, you're moving towards the future, okay? The difficulties that you had are moving into the past, and now you're moving toward the future with this loved one. All right? And, just a wonderful reading here. What I want to do is, again, very strong water energy. So, let me see. We have 1, 2, 3 cups. 1, 2, 3, 4 cups. So definitely strong emotional change here going on for you. Let me just clarify here what this is that could still have you feel as though you are limited, or that there are still obstacles. Let's see what the moon is revealing, and let's see what the Six of Swords is indicating here for you. So, what's been holding you back? All right, well, it looks like it may have been a situation where there were 3 people involved. All right. That's the first impression that I get here. There may have been a third person here on either your side or the other person's side, your loved one's side, that has now been eclipsed out of the situation. Or they may still be in your loved one's life, but the Eight of Swords here says, don't look at that person or that situation as an obstacle. It may be an ex-marital partner, an ex-spouse, or an ex-romantic partner. There may be still a connection between your loved one and that third person. It may be a business connection. They may have business dealings together, run a company or own a company, a family company together, or a family business. Or they may be connected through children, or through, they own property together, or, some kind of common connection that still has them related, that they cannot yet detach themselves from, because there is a structure there that still exists. But the advice here is, don't see that as an obstacle for you. It is just business as usual. Okay, that's the message that I'm getting. It's business as usual. It's a business partnership at this point. There's no emotional connection there. Okay, they may have a common interest. Could be children who they still have to raise together. Or again, it could be a professional situation that they're still connected by. But what I'm getting here is that the emotional thing is broken. It's all business. Okay? And what is the moon? All right? Well, look, the moon is clarified by the Page of Cups. So this is a message of love. All right? Great. You have the Ace of Cups here, the Knight of Cups, the Ten of Cups, the Queen of Cups, and now the Page of Cups. So the Page of Cups is a message from a loved one. It could be a text message, could be a letter, it could be a phone call that you're going to have, it could be an email that spells out to you just how much you are loved and adored. Their cup runneth over for you. And there's an innocence there. There's no untrustworthiness here. There's no deceit. This person has their heart on their sleeve. Again, with the Page of Cups here, the Page of Cups has a little fish in the cup, which I just love that depiction. Pisces could be very strong here again for you. So it's funny, in Pisces' hand, in the Page's hand, is something written on paper. So again, that's the indication of a message. It's like, the old-fashioned ticker tape parades. There's a message on that written there for you. I'm trying to see if I can read that. It looks like something about future. I'm not sure what it says. It might be in Latin, but there's something that looks like futura. Okay, so there is a message about the future that you're going to receive from this loved one, which is going to clarify things for you with the moon. And the moon is about emotion, so there may be a spilling over of emotion. You may have a very powerful emotional conversation with this person where they just spilled the beans. Okay, they tell you everything they've been going through, how much they have wanted to be with you, love you, and it could overwhelm you. So don't be too overwhelmed, Aquarius. My Aquarians, we can be very detached, we can be very unemotional, we can do the Spock thing, but open your heart and allow this emotion to pour into you and fill you up, because you've earned this love. Okay, you've been faithful, you've been true, you've carried your burdens and someone else's perhaps. And now it's time for you to allow your cup to be filled, your heart to be filled by this emotion. And now, the Nine of Swords. All right, well, the Nine of Swords is being clarified by the Six of Swords is being clarified by the Nine of Swords. Now, what's interesting to me is that the Nine of Swords is similar to the Eight of Swords, is that you're worrying. Okay, why are you going to worry? There's no reason for you to worry here, Aquarius. There's no reason for you to be waking up in the middle of the night, restless and losing sleep and having insomnia because you're worried about the future here. Don't be worried about the future, is what this Nine of Swords says. It's whatever you're concerned about, the stress, it's in your mind. Remember, allow yourself to, whatever happens here, there may be connections. As I said, this person may still be connected to an ex. Don't allow your worries about the situation to shadow all of this beauty that may be revealing itself to you in the next moon cycle, in the next 3 to 4 weeks. Okay, and you know what, I'm just going to pull one more card. Okay, so the Six of Pentacles, I didn't want to leave you with that Nine of Swords. So we have the Six of Pentacles as a clarifier here. And the Six of Pentacles says that for me, you're dealing with a very generous person who needs to maintain balance. They have responsibilities. They have people that depend on. This person has people that depend on him or her. maybe children, maybe an ex. There are financial concerns that they still have to be responsible for. So, they may not be able to be with you all the time. They may not be able to spend all their time with you. They may have to share their life with their kids, with their job, with their family. But it's a matter of them being a responsible and generous-hearted person, okay? They know what their responsibilities are. And you should be proud to be loved and to love someone who is generous-hearted and who doesn't just turn their back on their commitments and their responsibilities, okay? So don't worry about that. Let them take care of their business. You take care of yours, and you come together as the opportunity presents itself, and you enjoy and love each other when you can be together, when you have that opportunity, and continue to support this person, because I also do see that this person is going to be just as supportive to you as they are to the others that they have responsibilities towards. Okay? All right, so great reading, Aquarius. I'm so happy for you, and let me just find just get a healing card here from the Tao Oracle. What is the final message, the healing message? Be aware of, or understand, or that Aquarius needs to hear. Healing message for Aquarius. All right. So this card is the corners of the mouth. The corners of the mouth. This is a great card because what this is saying to me is, with all of this wonderfulness that's happening to you, and love and pouring out of your heart, and another person pouring out their heart, and you creating something together, don't forget to nourish yourself, Aquarius, which means don't forget to take care of your health, of your well-being, stay balanced, eat a balanced diet, get enough sleep, get exercise, make sure you're getting enough nourishment, okay? The corners of the mouth says make sure that you are taking in enough emotionally, spiritually, physically, nutritionally to sustain yourself during this powerful, life-changing time. Because if you are depleted, you will, number one, you won't be well. You won't maintain your health, you won't maintain your well-being, and you won't be able to give to someone else because you won't have the energy for yourself, let alone someone else. So make sure that you are nourishing yourself, you're nurturing your body, your mind, and your spirit. Meditate, do some yoga, spend time out in nature, while the weather is still nice, if it's nice in your area, or your neck of the woods. Take the time to continue to nourish yourself while all of this amazing stuff is happening for you emotionally, okay? Start that exercise regimen, eat enough nutrition, take your vitamins, all of that. See a doctor if you have any health concerns, get those checkups, get your flu shot if it's flu season where you are, and make sure that you are sustaining yourself so that you can help support that other person in your life who loves you. All right? Thank you so much, Aquarius. I wish you all good things, blessings, and peace, and I bid you namaste.